right, Coach. From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Reset. Hey, easy.
Rodgers now on first down. Buying time to his left. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And incomplete to open things up.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's airing it up. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Aaron Rodgers, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Trevor Davis now to return. Oh, able to avoid him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10, just shy of the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will...
He's got him in. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On play action, now Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15 is mine. I'm taking it.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. Caught here by Conley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Slow. Z. Hut.
Mahomes now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Ready. Green 39. Green 39. Check. I got it. Slow. 56 Mike. Slow. Hut.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this is caught at the 8. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Ace. Ready. Green 90. Hut.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle.
Z.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Flush to his right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. This is Howard on 2nd down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
We are going. 319. Oko over here. Run right. Check.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
3 down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Ace! Blue 45.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Conley's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Ready. Green 39. Green 39. Ace.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Blue 45.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He's going to get it running right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Black 58 rail.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Black 58 rail. Left. Z. Slow. Hut. Z. Slow. Bound to lose one. Hut.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. In for the score. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And now it's blocked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now White on the return. And now look at him go. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown LA. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Z. Slow.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Left. Watch the twist. He's mine.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him. Because
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
on plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So out come the Chargers. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
319. Shift.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Returnable here for Davis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Aaron Rodgers, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Black 58
They'll pitch it out to Bell. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And able to find Conley. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Showing eight. Showing eight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
37's the Mike. Mike 37.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
44, Mike. Z. Throw.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Mahomes now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City in for the score. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now it's Mahomes again, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail!
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail! So! Z! So!
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back, and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
They'll get this one complete to Davis, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Green 90. Green 90. Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
3 down.
On first down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Will. And this is going to be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. The give is to Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Black 58 rail.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Ace!
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Mahomes to throw on second down, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here's Marshall. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39. So. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Oh, now he bowls him over. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Marshall. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Left. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Huh?
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets through and now an opening. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
That's it, baby.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All day.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to get this this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff did.